Hey guys, what's up? Happy Wednesday. I wanted to expand a little bit today. I made a post yesterday about how awesome cardio is. And it is. But I wanted to kind of put it out there that doing cardio alone, while it has its benefits, will not get you to the healthiest version of yourself. Um, Cardio plus weights, and I don't mean running with weights, I mean weight resistance training. That encompasses a full-bodied health and wellness program that leads to the best results and the best success for you. And it really doesn't matter what exactly your goal is. I mean, if you're going to bodybuild, you don't need as much cardio, but you do still want to work your lung muscles and your heart muscle. You don't want to like leave those out. And lifting weights to bulk up isn't necessarily going to work those muscles. If you're like me and you're racing a triathlon, you need weights because yes, you need to go swim. Yes, you need to bike, and yes, you need to run, but you also need to make your muscles stronger. So adding weights in 2 times a week is going to create that muscle endurance on top of what you're doing. It's going to create muscle strength and it's going to help. It won't bulk you up, but it will help your muscles stay strong, help them to avoid the overuse injuries that are common, because you're basically doing three different sports, and those three different sports, if all you're doing is training just those sports, you're going to have overuse issues. So you want to add weights in so that you can strengthen the muscles, get the muscles moving in a different direction, really work those accessory muscles that assist the larger muscles to perform properly so that you're performing at your optimal capacity when you're racing or when you're, on the stage at bodybuilding. You want to look your best. You want every muscle to pop, but you want to make sure that you're healthy too. So, HIIT programs, they're good for things like this. If you really don't like cardio and you really, I guess, kind of don't like weight resistance programs, weight training programs, do a HIIT program, right? And the most important thing in a high intensity interval training program is that the rest periods, right, the breaks in between each set, or each exercise or each circuit, is active. So what that means is you're doing something that keeps the heart rate up and steady. Rest periods are usually time to kind of bring your heart rate down a little bit, relax your body a little bit from doing that movement so that ATP can be regenerated quickly so that you can go again. Now, what you do in a HIIT program to help keep the heart rate up, to keep that cardio aspect of the fat burning going, is you do something active. So, you do uh, 8 push-ups, then you jump up and you do some jumping jacks for like 30 seconds. Okay, boom, then you're back down to your 8 push-ups. So it's keeping that body active during the rest periods that creates the cardio aspect of a HIIT program. So those are really good options for people who really don't want to run. Like, I hate running, but I do it. Um, it really clears my head, and there are days that needs to happen. So doing a HIIT program for people who don't like cardio and for people who love to run or love to do like swimming, cycling, all those types of cardio, but really don't like weight training, but know that it's something that's needed for your bone density, for your muscles to not only get stronger, but to not break down. Um, that's a really good option. Um, But for me, like with training for a triathlon, obviously I have cardio for swimming, cycling, and running, and I have my day set up where they're scheduled to do what and be split occasionally. But I have to get weight training in because if not, my muscles will break down. My muscles will not be strong enough. Even for, the sprinter or the Olympic size, the Olympic size is still 1,500-meter swim, 26-mile bike, and then a 10K. So, it's about 35 miles that your body's just pounding out. So you need weight resistance with that. Because let's be real, the gravity and the weight of your body are pounding against the pavement. So making sure that your bone structure and your muscles are as strong as they possibly can be means adding in that weight resistance. And it doesn't have to be 5 days a week. I believe most, if I remember the last article I read, most triathletes do weight training 2 to 3 times a week, depending on what season they're in of their training schedule. So it's not that you need to sit there and go to the weight room for 4 hours a day. Okay. Unless you're a trainer, you really don't need to be at the gym that much. And you really don't need to, when you go on runs and bike rides, they tend to be long. But they don't have to be. You can do a half hour to an hour workout, especially if it's a HIIT program, 5 days a week if you want. And you will see improvements. So I just want you to understand that cardio is fantastic on its own. Weight training is fantastic on its own. But together they create the most optimal environment for your success and for the best results that you can achieve.